What's happening, people? Welcome to another preview. Manchester United versus Tottenham this weekend on Sunday, 4:30 kickoff. Big up everybody in the building. Man like Statman with a Real Madrid shirt. Explain yourself, Statman. Why are you wearing a Real Madrid shirt?
I saw Tony Cruz do a masterclass the other day against Liverpool, and I hate Liverpool with a passion. So if I can annoy a couple of Liverpool fans, I might as well, innit?
Yeah.
You
know what? To be fair,
annoying anyone. Other than
To be
us.
fair, I'll give you that. I'll give you that one. That's a nice excuse, you know what I mean? And you're in red as well, you know what I mean? You're not out of colour anyway, you know what I mean? So big up yourself on that one. Adam, how you doing, mate? Everything all right over there?
Yeah, good, mate. Good. Getting ready for another mental weekend of football, and I'll say hopefully. I'm just going to say it as it is. Probably another tough watch, mate.
It probably is, to be fair. You know what I mean? Someone say Statman's a Galactico now. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. But yeah, man, another week, another game for Man United. Big game, Tottenham, you know what I mean? That's 6-1. For me, I still think about it every day, man. I feel like for me, it's a crazy one, Adam, man. That day, man, that was probably the worst day since the last 6-1 in terms of how embarrassing it was. I know we had a red card, but, just a sheer kind of the football we were playing and the way we just got humiliated, mate. Is this the one for you, revenge, or are you just thinking, might I haven't got in him to think about like that? Just,
No.
It's another game for you, or what are you thinking?
I don't think there's any revenge in our blood, to be honest. I just feel like it's just going to be pragmatism oozing out of this game. It's not going to be a good watch, I don't think.
Yeah.
Us having played on a Thursday, Jose Mourinho should be going for it because they need Champions League football. Tottenham, that stadium, they need Champions League football. They're running out of time right now. And perfect time to play United. Few injuries, players playing injured, tired, fitness levels not quite there. They've had a full week to rest. It should be ideally set up for Jose, but you just got a feeling he's just going to give the ball to United, sit back and try and catch us in the last 10 minutes or something like that. I mean, I've spoke to the we are Tottenham TV guys, and they're just not expecting they're just not expecting anything from their Tottenham team at all. I was surprised, but they're just expecting the most pragmatistic game that they could possibly be right now. They're just going to see it as it is. They're not happy with players' form. They're not happy with how the club is going in terms of what they're saying and what they're seeing. And it's very, very similar to what we're doing, mate. I think both teams are going to come head-to-head on Sunday. And, we may get surprised and it may be completely different, mate, but I doubt it. It's just going to be one of them. If we come out of it and we get a result, everyone's happy. And that's what it's going to be, mate. It's a results game right now, and that's all that seems to be bothering anyone.
And you know what? Yeah, guys, big up everybody for tuning in right away. If you are watching this video, make sure you smash a like on the video as you tune in, share it across all your social platforms. But I'm not going to lie to you, Stat, man. I'm not enjoying watching United, at the minute. I really am not enjoying it. And the title of the video is Survival Football, but you know what it is, right? A lot of people say to me, but we won, enjoy it, but I don't pay £700 for results, you know what I mean? I don't. It comes with the whole package, good football, entertaining football. You want to tell you want to tell, you got Alfie now with you, Adam. You want to go home and say, what a good game that was, lad. You know what I mean? You want to go watch Match of the Day and see the highlights. Man United, a minute now, man. It's just survival football. It's like, you get the win, but there's nothing much to it, you know what I mean? Like
it's literally, remember the 17-18 season, the second season under Jose, where we were just grinding our victories. That's what it feels like right now. Like, we're not playing well, and I like putting people on the Jose out. But the same energy is not kept for Ole for some reason, innit? Because he's a club legend and stuff. And that comment right there, that 6-1 is going to make us more defensive. Who knows? Because I'll be honest, McTominay's out for the game against Granada on Thursday, innit? So McTominay's definitely going to play. Fred got his rest on the weekend, so I'm guessing Fred's on Thursday. So I'm guessing Fred's going to play. So that means McTominay and Fred again, which we know is just a defensive setup again. And the thing is, we're playing Tottenham. Tottenham are better when they don't have the ball. They want to counter.
Yeah.
We're both of our teams right now are better without the ball, and that's a scary thing because we know when we do have the ball, we both lack quality. Let's be honest. We both lack coaching in the final third.
It's ironic, isn't it? On the day that they start advertising the United Way program on Sky One.
I know.
I know what I mean. The United way. It's just like, are you
Nostalgia, innit?
serious
It's
right now,
nostalgia.
United? Come on. I mean, I absolutely love it. I love the
But it's about the
characters in
brand,
it.
though, is it, Adam? You have to keep the brand flowing. You know what I mean? You have to
The
remind
thing
the
is,
people of
mate,
what we were. You
the
know,
thing is, though, mate, the brand isn't there anymore.
I
The
know.
brand isn't there. The football like that, them days are gone. It is the United way is what we all know. But let's be honest, we're not seeing any United way right now. We're not seeing anything. It's just we ain't got anything. We ain't got the characters in our team to play the United way. So for me, you know what? It is going to be McFred. Statman's right. We are going to see that. We're probably going to see Pogba shunted up somewhere into the forward line for this game. I just don't think he's going to risk it with Son and Kane. I just think that's how Jose is going to play it. I think Ollie knows how Jose is going to play it. Yeah. And that's where we're going to see the stalemate, I think, this weekend. But yeah, man, it's not enjoyable to watch, like you said, Saeed, mate. It's really not. I mean, last night I had a great time talking with everyone. The game wasn't really keeping us entertained. We're just entertaining ourselves again. It's just what it is right now.
The streaker.
Results,
the streaker. You know
the streaker. It was like, do you know Dave from my channel? We all ribbing him in the group. You say it's him. I see he's not been on for a while. He's over from the States already.
You want to see the Granada Stadium so you can build it.
You know what? He's on the rampage.
I'm telling you, man. I just want to say to you, Adam, isn't it ironic though? Since that game against Tottenham, we've not been full throttle. We've not it's almost as if Ollie's. I don't know. I won't say the word cowardly, but it's almost as if now he's a bit scared. It's a bit pragmatic now. It's more just the individual brilliance. Let's see if Rashford and Bruno can bail us. Mate. Yeah. And
trophies and medals are being handed out and places are being determined. It's starting to get nerve-wracking. And you know what? I mean, let's be honest. Apart from City after the international break, no one's pulling up trees, are they? Everyone's stumbling all over the place. So it's spread out amongst a lot of the teams and a lot of the players you can see now are starting to think about it. And you know what? A lot of the players are thinking about the Euros. They're thinking, am I going 100% now? You look at Jack Grealish now, all of a sudden, his place is under threat. He's out for a few more weeks. The players' minds are just all over the place. It's this cram season is coming to a crescendo. And I just think it's going to be a big anticlimax, mate. I don't think anyone's going to be full, but I think you might see Liverpool go for it. Because they got nothing else, because they're going to get spanked by Madrid again. Big up, Statman, supporting the old Galacticos. But I think, you know what? I'm looking at it. We spoke about this the other week, Saeed, mate. It's like, it just feels like it's just going to peter out. It's up. And Statman said that season with Jose. And the guys from We Are Tottenham TV said to me, they went, what's changed? Jose got more points than Ole in that season. He finished second, and he's got 2 trophies. So what has changed? I went, I can see that on paper. From the outside looking in, it doesn't look like much because it's very similar football right now. Like you said, mate, it's results, grinding them out, doing what we can to win. But in the end, we've got to be able to better this next season, and we need to see some signs that is possible. I'm not seeing them, though, at the moment. That's the only problem. We can't play like this next season. Otherwise, you know what? We'll get caught up next season. Normal season again.
I think that comment, let me respond
that comment there. You know what I mean?
Results. I hear that,
But wasn't this the thing that we wanted to sack Mourinho for, though? That's my argument. We sacked Mourinho, Vanguard, because we wanted to play better football. We wanted to entertain the fans. And we wanted to get the traditional Man United way back. So all of a sudden...
you know what? Do you know what, Say, mate? Sorry to just on that there. You know what? The second half against Brighton wasn't horrendous. We were controlling the game a lot more. But that last night, that was Leicester. But we were playing a crap team. Yeah. That was Leicester performance, but we were playing someone who was crap. That's what that was. We're not going to get away with that all the time. And now, crunch time, like I said, is coming. Some better teams coming up. You know what I mean? We've got Tottenham, Liverpool, and Leicester yet to play in our last 8 games. Some big games, and these guys are all going to be gunning for that top 4. So you know what? We have a big say in how this season ends up in terms of top 4 race. But you know what I mean? Results are important, yes.
Yes, absolutely.
We need to see a bit of something, don't we? A bit of encouragement.
The problem is, results matter, obviously, but the performances have to be there to some degree. When have we actually played well for a full 90 minutes this season? You're struggling to name.
I think last season, I think the last year, 2020, I can pick out a fair, you know what I mean, the Leeds game, Leipzig game, you know, you can pick out. But this year,
it's not even
2021.
It's just not being consistent enough at all.
That's what I'm saying to you.
So that's where I think the criticism comes about the performances.
I mean, Adam, can you not have both though, Adam? You know what I mean? Can you not?
Yeah.
You know, am I wrong in saying, you know what I mean? You can have both. You know, I don't get it. Like, you know, people saying, you know, but when you want results, then you want this. What do you want from Ole? What do you want from the team? But you know, Man United should not be saying to me, or Man United fans should not be saying to me, you can only have one. And the day we're Man United, mate. You know what I mean?
This is what happens, mate. Afterwards, you look back on it and you go, I just won 3 games in a row in the league, and it's pretty much cemented our place in the top 4. We've just come out of a quarter-final in the Europa League where we're the only team that's got a clear lead, and we look like we're already in the semi-final out of everyone. When you look at it like that, when you look at it from on paper, it's improvement. It is. You can't deny it. It's just when you watch it week in, week out, and I don't know if it's because the fans are not there, we may see something different next season, which is why I'm willing to see what it may change when we get fans back in. But I just think the players have got stuck in a ruck as well now. There's so many people off this season, and I think everyone is struggling with it now. I think they're all at the end, mate. I think they want the season done, get the Euros, get some fans back, get a bit of a rest after that, and then start a proper season next season. It already feels like people want to fast forward to next year. That's how it feels.
That's how I feel. You know, that's how I feel, man. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. And I'm not you know what it is, yeah. I'm one of them where no matter what manager was, I always look forward to my United games. But right now, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm literally happy. I've had a day off not watching United. Tomorrow, I've had a day off watching United. Then 4:30, I'm gonna stretch the day out, and then I'm gonna see what Man United could offer us. Because at the minute, it's like, okay, you know, I love Man United unconditionally. You know what I mean? There's no denying that. But end of the day, as a fan, you know, they have to serve us something. You know, we're at home. It's lockdown. You know what I mean? I've got to watch it on the TV, and it's like, you know, serve us something. And this, for me, Statman, is the biggest one for me. Results ain't sustainable performances. You know what I say to this one is, right? A lot of people who say results. But when you come against a better team like Leicester, Man City, and especially the Carabao Cup, Chelsea in the FA Cup, Sevilla, you can do all that. But if the performance isn't there, Statman, you can't do it. You know, these big moments, big games, two of them have got to go hand in hand.
Like, if you're saying we're going to get a result against a big team without having a good performance, that's relying on the other team having 11 bad individuals there out there.
Yeah.
And that's never going to happen, especially to say we're playing City, Pep Guardiola side. Even again, when we beat them, it was literally because we were defensively very, very good. And City, let's be honest, they didn't really create a lot, could they? Against us.
This is the thing.
And they were naive.
That was probably the only sort of tactical performance we've pulled out in 21, I think.
Yeah.
So I don't even think that was tactical, though. Because for me, that was literally what we've been doing against the Big Six. But City were naive.
That is our only tactic.
Yeah.
That's our only one, mate.
Like, Oli made a tactical switch where
I'm clinging on to it. I'm clinging on to our we have got some tactics. We have, mate. I've seen it there in that game. But other than that, I know you're saying, Statman, I know exactly where you're going with it, mate.
Alien Tieno says, yeah, we have to be entertained. That's football. I just look at it and I think, you know, Adam, when you're watching last night the Champions League game, you're thinking,
oh, God,
mate, how far are we away from here, mate? You know what it is, yeah? I believe, yeah, okay, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, whatever, but I believe you can get so many players in this team. We're so disjointed as a unit. It's unbelievable. We could go get Sancho, we could get all these players, but I just feel like for me, coaching level-wise, and the backroom staff will not get these guys up to scratch. And that's my problem. And that's my issue.
It will work under Ole if you buy him the best of the best, but that's not going to happen.
No.
Do you know what I mean? He needs the best. He needs the best players that can pull something out the bag. There's still not going to be much flow to the game, even with the best players. But when you've got that many match winners in it, it's gonna be all right. But that's going to be the same for everyone. Do you know what I mean? We're looking at, if this board is thinking right now that Ole can use what he's got on the pitch there and get better next season.
Can that happen though, Adam?
No,
Can every
no,
single
it can't
team,
happen, mate.
can every single team have the best players possible in every single department? Is that possible? Like,
You know what, mate? In every single part of the pitch, you've got to have a good defend. You've got to have a class defender somewhere. You've got to have class in midfield. You've got to have class up front. You know what? City have got it, haven't they? They've got it. They're the only team that has got it. They've spent well, though. They've not going out spending 70, 80 million on a player. They've gone out and bought players that fit the manager's style of play. 50, 60 million pound players. A lot of them, granted. But, I mean, Rodri, no one's really saying when we bought him, you know, outstanding or anything. Not the best of the best. Still now comes in and he's part of the team that is the best. So, you know what I mean? They dug out Bernardo Silva from Monaco. They picked the right players. And that's the difference. Does Ole know what the right players are? That's the question I'm asking. Does he know what the right players are for a style of play?
And for me, that's inevitably the biggest problem I've got, you know. Can we recruit the best players? Can we recruit the best style? Can we recruit this? I'm not too sure if we've got the department to do it, you know what I mean? Thanks for the super chat, King Lace. Appreciate that, mate. You know what I mean? Top man. He says here, first, congrats to Rashford. Second,
Big
season
up, Marcus.
man. Big up Marcus for 20 goals and 1 penalty in that. Secondly, after PSG first Bayern and then watching our match, it's probably the best we are in the Champions League. We can't compete with that crap football. You know what? He says that's absolutely spot on, you know. Thanks for the super chat, by the way, King Lace. I think we're where we are, though. Man, you know. I think where we are, man. Europa League is our level. I honestly think Europa League is our level. You know what I mean? And then we do well in the Premier League. I honestly think, man, there's no point us being the Champions League next season to get kicked out of the group stages, is there? Or even like last 16. We are where we are, mate.
I think the Europa League is our level with Ole. But let's be honest here. You look at our players. Our players are not Europa
But he's
League
staying,
level.
though, isn't he? He's staying, apparently.
Yeah, sadly so. But look at our players. Our players are not Europa League standard. Paul Pogba was in Champions League adverts, as I always say, when he's playing in the Europa League. Martial is still a very good player. Rashford, he's still, like, I think he got 6 Champions League goals this year. And he's not even in it right now. And he's still one of the top scorers. We got players that deserve to be in the Champions League. But with Ole, team selection, tactics, coaching, we don't deserve to be in it. And you're right, we do deserve to be in the Europa League right now. Even though the players don't deserve to be in it.
Touching on that, big up King Lace there for the super chat, because Rashford, 20 goals again this season. That does need mentioning. That he gets a lot of stick.
Massively.
A lot of stick. So good. He has been brilliant this season. Well-being, shocking at times as well. I'm not going to lie. But, I mean, PSG beating Bayern Munich the other day, man. We was a foot away from doing the double over this team.
Yeah, I know.
We've got what it takes to compete in the Champions League in terms of players. Have we got the mentality to handle the big stage when it comes to the crunch? Because we can beat any team in the world when it's a random game, but when there's something riding on it, it's a totally different team. And that's the problem I've got with this team. Where does that come from? Straight away, you're looking at that coaching staff, getting these players ready and getting them mentally set for these big games. Pochettino, everyone questioning big stage. He's struggling in Ligue 1 this season. He probably has to win Champions League. And then he goes out and beats Bayern Munich. Do you know what I mean? It is doable. It is doable. You can beat these teams. You can compete with these teams. But for us, I don't know the mindset. All he's saying, it doesn't matter about winning trophies. It don't matter what they say behind the doors. When your manager comes out and says something like that, then you're straight away, where is your importance in that game? Where is your head at in terms of how you approach it as a player?
You know, before the Europa League game, I think he said an improvement in last year in terms of league position and the Europa League victory, like in terms of the trophy.
I heard it. I know what you're going to say. So if we get to the final,
you know what? For me, say that's Ole's ceiling now. He has to win the Europa League and he has to finish second now. Because other than that, he said it himself, that's a failure. He deserves to go then after that.
I think the board are not. They're not thinking like that, though. I think that the board maybe don't listen to the press conferences. Then maybe they don't focus on that. Maybe
they don't listen to nothing, mate.
They don't listen. You know what it is? Yeah, that just shows you that the board don't even like they do their bit, and then you know what I mean. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, the coaching staff, do their bit.
Go online right now, mate. Go on Sky Sports app and have a look at where United are in the table. That's exactly what the Glazers and Woodward do.
Yeah.
Let's see. Second. Where are we? We've just got double the money we've got for European competitions from last season because we managed to get we went through the group stage of the Champions League. Progress. Can we get to a final? Progress. And then it's like, okay, on top of that, for us fans, where do we go from there? Because the owners are happy, and that's all that matters. They're happy because United are earning more money, and Ole getting us in the Champions League last season has basically bailed us out of lockdown and kept the books half decent. That's what it's done. That's the achievement. And with that sort of mindset, how are we going to be able to challenge next season? We need minimum 3 players. I think we'd possibly get 2 if we're clever in the transfer market. But I think we're a mile off from being clever.
Yeah, I look at all this paper talk and they're not doing any justice for Ole. I really, really don't for these guys called Laurie, all these people from the Athletic, they're not doing any justice, man, because at the end of the day, there's a reality for me that Man United have lost a lot of money. They've got money, but they'll show you that they've lost a lot of money. And for me, when you look at what we've got, and for me, the squad is inflated, man. When they look at the squad and Ole thinks, I've got a squad here. I don't really need any players. You know what I mean? When that's the reality of not having a proper sporting director. Darren Fletcher will look at that squad and think, you've got a lot of players there. But, there's not the shipping out.
With Ole, because, let's be honest, he's achieved nothing in management to deserve this Manchester United job, innit? This is his dream job. He's not going to call out the Glazers for a lack of signing.
No.
That's the biggest problem. With Jose, Louis van Gaal, these lot had credentials. These lot are big egos, innit? So they could straight away be like, I'm not getting a centre-back. I want a centre-back kind of thing, innit? So that's the biggest problem right now, because the board literally can play around with Ole all they want, because they know Ole won't do anything against them. We say it all the time, Ole Glazer Solskjaer. It's as simple as that.
It's easy for him, isn't it? Like you said, because he's not going to say no. He's in his dream job. United, look at United right now. We're looking at this sensibly. United are in an absolutely brilliant position right now with the setup with Ole. You know what? You've got Ole. He's got 1 more year to go. You know what I mean? I said it before. Let him play out that year. Get in place the next manager now. Do it properly. Do you know what I mean? Because Ole's not going to kick off if we don't give him a new deal this summer. No one's going to come in and tap him up and take him away. That's a definite.
No, that's definitely not.
I just know why are we rushing it? Take your time. Do something right.
Yeah. What do you want? What a proper board say? You know what, Ole? Get second, win us the Europa League, and we'll leave it as that. And we're going to get Ten Hag or Nagelsmann in for manager to take us to the next level. Wouldn't that be an ideal scenario? Would that not be a better scenario? Leave on a high, then at least then he can say to a club that maybe the Premier League that will say to him, you know what, you could take us out. We've seen what you could do with Man United. Come on, you could come and join us. Maybe that would be better. I don't know. I'm trying to see. You know what I mean? I think that would be idealistic, wouldn't it?
It's not even leaving on a high. I said this at the point. We're giving him a new contract no matter what happens this season. From a business point of view, say we're not getting top 4 next season, yeah? Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is going to go. You're going to have to pay more for that compensation fee if you give him a new contract second next season.
Again, the board, no idea about that, do they? Yeah.
So from a business point of view, unless you're looking at Ole for the long term, what's the point of giving Ole Gunnar Solskjaer a new contract?
Exactly like I said.
Adam said it right there. You might as well, if you're okay, we all don't want Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to extend the contract, innit? But say the club do, wait until next season. No one's gonna come in for him. You think Bayern Munich won him? You think Juve won him?
You think Man United are insecure? You think Man United are at that point where they're not that global entity where clubs will go for them? Maybe it's the opposite. Do you think managers now will come to United and say, you know what, I don't want that job. I don't want that Man United job.
Listen, United are still one of the biggest clubs.
Have we got something? You know when you're comfortable in life and you kind of, you're happy with, where you are in life. Maybe Man United are comfortable with Ole and they think, you know what? If we can get top 4, secure shirt deals, and we've still got a Legends Football Club, so we can get that pull. You only got to look at that DVD, Adam. He's in it. Ole's in it.
I know, mate.
So at the end of the day, the club's a pull. You still keep that kind of feel of, you know what? You still remain irrelevant. So at the end of the day, maybe Man United are the ones that are comfortable.
It is completely. Do you know what? Even hardened United fans, even hardened Ollie outers, maybe not all of them. Like I said then, like Statman said then, it is the most logical decision there. He's got one more year to go. Just let him see it out, because you're going to end up sacking him if he fails and costing you money and taking money out the coffers for the next manager, because we've had to pay Ollie out 18 or 20 million or whatnot to pay out his contract, like we've had to do with Mourinho, like we've had to do with Van Gaal. No one's going to come in. Ollie's not going to leave. He will accept that, you know what, for me to succeed at United, I have to be a success to get another contract. And if he does challenge for the title next season, we'll all go, fair enough. We've just, obviously, it's a long shot, but we've given him his time. He's had nearly 4 years. Nearly 4 years. No manager gets 4 years now these days, did he? And you know what? He walks away. No one's sacked. Everything's amicable. He's still a legend at the club. It's just pure logic to me.
Let me ask you a question, guys. Yeah, in the next, say Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is here for the next 3 years. Hypothetical argument. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I don't start. I'm just making a hypothetical argument.
Kill me.
I'm going to ask you a question. Does Ole win a Premier League in them 3 years? That's my first question. Both of you.
No.
Not unless he gets absolute worldies through the door, which isn't going to happen. So no.
See
Okay,
that right there, yeah?
No, hold on.
Wait, let me just say this here. Even if he had 11 world-class players, he's not winning the league.
I know. Yeah, that's my firm belief as well.
Whoever was the Real manager before Zidane, yeah, they had the same amount of players, but they couldn't get the best out of it.
Couldn't get Niko Kovac at Bayern Munich had world-class players, but couldn't get them functioning. That's one question. This is it's a funny one. Man United to win the Champions League over the next 3 years.
better chance of winning that than the Premier League. I'll tell you that right now.
Let me ask you this. This is the next one, yeah. Carabao Cup and FA Cup, yeah. They're one in how many? What's a stat, man? I'll give you your stat, man, here. What is the likelihood of you winning the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup?
So for the next 3 years, that's 6 opportunities of winning it. So
6 opportunities.
Yeah, in the next
winning
3 years.
Carabao FA, yeah.
6 opportunities. Okay. I'm going to narrow it down then. Next season, do you think he'll win the Europa League or the Carabao Cup or the FA Cup? What are the likelihood of him winning it? Because obviously, cup competition, anything can happen. If you look at stat-wise, and I'm just trying to think what the board were thinking of how they're thinking of giving him a new contract. Is it attainable to say Man United are going to win FA Cup and the Carabao Cup? I don't know, and that's my feeling with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I don't know what's going to happen, but I know with a better manager, I know maybe there's a more of a chance, and for me, that he has a setup that can get us to that level. And that's me. The ceiling for me, Ollie has done it, is here. Now, can you get up another level? And you've always got to try him,
Can he make a loft conversion, mate? Is what you're trying to say? Can he get to that next level?
Can you get to that next level? And,
I think the perfect example.
You're the person. You know what I mean?
The perfect example for me is Brendan Rodgers at Liverpool. He took them as high as he could. Then Jurgen Klopp came in and did the magic that they're doing right now, winning a Premier League and Champions League. That's it with Ollie. He's reached his ceiling. Just that's it now. You have to go. Yeah, that's when you get past semis.
Let's go on the. We've got super chat here. Mika Johnson, thanks for super chat. Mate goes, Ollie ain't winning anything with Pep, Klopp, and Tuchel in this league. That's for me another thing, man. The managers are getting better. But I still think Arteta's going to get sacked by the end of the season, and that's something that for me worries me, because if they get a new manager that's better than us, say if they get Allegri or something like that, then it's again of can they boost on, and then are we going to be left behind? Klopp will win the Champions League before Ollie wins anything. And Drizzy Dress says here, you can have world-class players. We won't win the Premier League or Champions League. We'll still play this tragic football. Trash legend. Harsh words there, mate. Let's talk about the game tomorrow. Not tomorrow. Sunday, Adam. Big game, man. I'm not going to lie to you, man. I think for me, it's going to be another drab one. I really do. I know we'll get our predictions in later on, mate, but Man United don't do well in low blocks, mate. You only got to look at the teams we've played. You're looking at the game against the biggest example, I think, was Crystal Palace. They had a simple 4-4-2, 4 banks of 4, and we couldn't get past them, mate. And Mourinho's one is bloody hell, mate. Double-deckers on double-deckers, mate. You know what I mean? It's crazy, man. Victoria Station, man. You know what I mean?
He's pulling out double-deckers with social distancing, mate, inside, and that's how much he's sticking up the guard, mate. I'm telling you. Honestly, mate, Tottenham have to go for it. They have to get Champions League, but he won't. He's not going to. There's not a chance in hell Mourinho is going to go gun-ho. He knows that game, the 6-1, was a once-in-a-lifetime game at Old Trafford. They happen every now and then. I mean, we've seen it with some other big teams this season. Everyone's had a bit of a dicking, haven't they? But this game, it just, with everything around it, like I said, United, Europa League, 2 days rest. Jose doesn't want to lose another game. It's just got stalemate writ all over it, hasn't it? It has. It's got stinker writ all over it. I'm hoping I'm going to be completely wiped out here and get it completely wrong. That's what I'm banking on. But from what I'm looking at, the way Tottenham are, the way the feeling is around Tottenham at the moment, the way they're playing, the way we're playing, this probably used to be the Super Sunday.
I know.
But it just doesn't have that feel to it. It just feels like it's just going to be pragmatism all the way through it. It's going to be very safe and a moment of brilliance. I mean, if there's an early goal, we may see a different game. But
I think for Tottenham, it'd be better. If Tottenham get the early goal, we can come out and just, you know what I mean, go out.
But that's it. I think
blaze,
whoever scores the first goal, I think at least secures a point. I do think that, yeah. I mean, if we score first, then I think Tottenham are going to struggle. I really do think they're going to struggle.
Defensively, Statman, we've conceded one more goal more than Tottenham. I think that's the stats. I'm sure that's the stats. You know what I mean?
We've conceded 33. They've conceded 32.
Yeah. So you know what I mean? It's and then what in terms of how the defense has been this season? You know, where's that compared to in the league where we both like how in terms of position?
Well, in terms of how
best defense in the league.
Best defense in the league.
The best defense in the league is obviously Manchester City, then it's Chelsea, then it's Aston Villa, then it's Tottenham, then it's United.
Yeah.
I mean, that's got better. That has got better because we were down.
But I think
we've got a lot better recently.
The problem with Tottenham here, if you look at the goals they concede, they're still from individual errors. Like Davinson Sanchez is
I know.
absolute calamity waiting to happen if he plays. Aurier, if he's going to play at right back, which I don't think he is a calamity. Even at left back, whoever they've had, Ben Davies, Sergio Reguilon, well, not Sergio Reguilon, but Ben Davies at times, I know he's out. They've conceded a lot of goals from individual errors. And I think Jose's touched on that. They conceded a lot of goals late on in games.
Oh, right. He's told everyone, hasn't he? He's dug them out.
So that's where I'm kind of like, it depends. Say Cavani doesn't start and Cavani's on the bench. Cavani's a very good option coming off the bench because he will probably get a chance if he comes on for the last 20 minutes or something.
Mika Johnson here says odds on Pep and Tuchel joining Klopp in winning the Champions League and City and Chelsea respectively before Ollie wins any trophy. Ollie has peaked. Love my bro. Yeah, man. Thanks for the super chat, mate. You know what I mean? It's one of them, man. I don't know. You know what I mean? That's my worry. Really is my worry.
Yeah, you could literally win the Champions League and FA Cup this year because I'm pretty sure they're both in it.
Yeah,
they're both in it. Yeah. Adam, let's talk about the striking forward, man. It's a bit of a conundrum here, man. You know what I mean? Greenwood, he's got the goal on the Premier League. Did do well against Granada. Cavani, I don't know what is he doing, mate. Listen, today I had enough, I talked to Statman today. He's apparently, Ollie said something about we don't know what he's doing. He's going to let us know. I'm like, what?
Mate,
he's going to let us know. What is going on?
This is the club that doesn't have control. This is where the ethos and the mentality of it all. This takes me back to Marouane Fellaini coming out and saying, I will let everyone know what I'm going to do. No, you're not. I'd be like, if that was me, if I was in charge of United, I'd be saying, shut up, mophead. You know what you're being put in your place. You're being put in your place and you're being told by United, we've lost control of the players. It's ridiculous. And you know what? I think Cavani's done, mate. I really do. I love him. I think he's a brilliant striker, but he don't want to be there, mate. He's been a ghost the last few weeks. He looks out, and then you talking striker options there. When you've got Greenwood playing as a number 9, it sounds great on paper, but when you can't get the ball to him or create anything because teams know how to play against us, then it makes him look worse than what he is. And that's why he kept on coming deeper and deeper last night to try and get involved in the play. And you know what? When these strikers get a possession, it's like Rashford at the moment, his decision-making, he's very impactful and he will get us wins and will get us goals. But decision-making, it's like they're trying to do too much because they want to nail this spot down. Ollie's made it. He's not made it any way clearer this season who plays where in that front three to me. I haven't got a clue. There's no one, apart from possibly Rashford on the left. Everything else, I ain't got a clue who's going to play. I don't know which way he's going to go.
Nope.
He keeps changing it. There's no one getting a full run as number 9 in this team at the moment. And it's clear. It's clear there's no cohesion up front. We used to have Rashford and Martial. Used to have a good telepathy. They used to be good together.
Yeah.
We've lost it all. In one season, we've lost everything.
Let me ask a question before you go there, Statman. Why don't we just play a false 9 then? You know what I mean? Because we play with wingers. You know, why don't we play a false 9 where we just...
a false 9.
I don't know.
Playing with a false 9 for me requires elite coaching. You see Pep Guardiola when he played the false 9. That's elite. That's an elite manager, an elite coach playing that. Spain when they won the Euros or the World Cup, whatever it was. Elite coaching to play that role. Or an elite footballing brain. How many players in this side can play that role? Because I'll be honest, I don't think Bruno can play that role.
Nah, I just said it in hope, man. You know what I mean?
I think Bruno's not disciplined enough, I don't think, to play it. Yeah. I don't think he's a free spirit, and you need him to do what he's doing elsewhere. So he can't play false 9 for me because of that. Because I don't think he listens to Ole half of the time. If I had Bruno in my team, I'd be disciplining him and say, "Look, stop wasting your energy. You know what I mean? You are lethal. Let's be disciplined to the game plan." And that's what makes people think there is no game plan, because there's too many players doing what they want. Look what Rashford does. Look what Bruno does. And I understand you need an element of taking a risk in a game. I love that, but not consistently.
Could Donny do it, Statman? Donny could do that,
maybe? Not for me.
I don't think... Maybe under a better coach, but under Ole, I don't think he can.
You know what I mean? It just shows again, man. Number 9, man. You know what I mean? It's a problem we don't need to address, but it's a problem we do need to address. You know, that's crazy, because we're just missing Martial. Is that it?
Look at the players we have here. Our players are good enough for this number 9 role. Whether it's Greenwood, Cavani, I'm not his biggest fan, but he's still a decent player. Martial is a decent player. When all 3 of those number 9s are underperforming, you have to look at the manager now. Why is that? Why are all of them underperforming? How many touches are they having in the opposition's box? Because Greenwood had 2.
3 last night yesterday?
Greenwood had 2. So what do you expect him to do?
Not good enough.
He had 0 shots yesterday. He's going to struggle. And we see that whether it's Ederson, Cavani's best movement in the world, he still struggles to have touches in the box.
You know what my issue is, though?
You know what?
Adam, when you got the goalkeeping coach giving Cavani instructions just because he knows Spanish, then that's the problem at this football club, mate.
Yeah, it doesn't bode well, does it, when you look at it like that? You've got to laugh at it, haven't you? I mean, when does a number 9 work at United? Like it did last night, when you direct and you play quick football. When you're slow and lethargic and you're building up through Scott McTominay and Fred, no number 9 in the world is going to get any service. It's as simple as that. It has to be quick. It has to be sharp. Look, just what Lindelof did yesterday. Brilliant. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. The players are playing up high, they're tight, they've pulled the defence out of it, and they play it direct. You know what? Sometimes you've got to play percentage football. Pick up the second ball. We don't do that. I don't mind that,
because Carrick used to do that all the time. I don't mind that, you know. He used to do it all the time, you know what I mean?
Ferdinand did it. Ferdinand did it all the time.
But you know what I mean? When I like that, but then it's like, you know, after that, you know, are you going to build on it? Are you going to, you know what I mean, try something different? You know what I mean?
I say this all the time. We move the ball too slow, and for me, like, I'm just saying, it could be down to playing muscle memory, because we don't know where Bruno's going to be on the pitch half the time. We don't know who's going to. No,
we don't. I'm trying to find. You know, where's Wally? Mine's where's Bruno? You know what I mean? I'm trying to find where Bruno is all the time. I'm trying to find where Dan James is. You know what I mean? Like,
that's what I'm trying to say. Like, imagine the right hand side you're looking at. Greenwood wants to come inside. Dan James is a sideline winger when he plays on the right. So for like the midfielders, as much as I don't rate McTominay and Fred and stuff, actually I do rate Fred to an extent, but they're going to struggle to find their passes when they don't know where the wingers are going to be half the time. So I do feel sorry for them at the same time as well, and that just comes down to coaching. Because you see, as we always say, De Bruyne picks the ball up Sterling back post. How many times does that happen? It just, like, De Bruyne knows what he's going to do before he gets the ball, kind of thing.
That's it. Do you know what the big worry is, though, guys? If Ole does go, and then all these players that have been soft-soaked and put their hand around them, we get someone who comes in and starts cracking the whip, are these players going to see their asses again? Because at the moment, to me, it looks like the players have got free reign. It looks like there's no discipline. It looks like there's no discipline to me, yeah. And if someone comes in who we want, and are the players going to be happy? Because at the moment, the camp seems happy, and that's good in a way.
Good, yeah.
But when you're not winning things, there comes a time to say, right, okay, nice is nice, and nice is good, but come on, let's get some killer instinct in here. Let's get someone in who's going to crack the whip. And I'm not saying Ole doesn't do that, but when it comes down to players and the same players playing consistently every week, and there's no change in shape to fit another player in, like a Donny, or even like a Lingard. Lingard can't play in this team because we've got Bruno. Lingard could play in this team as an option if Ole changed the shape, but he won't. He won't. That's the problem. And we've seen what Lingard's like in Bruno's role. He's brilliant for West Ham. No pressure, bit a lesser club, no disrespect to West Ham, but there's not as much pressure as playing in that shirt than there is United. And Lingard's playing with freedom now. Our players are playing with a pressure of, I don't want to give the ball away and be out of this team next week. That's how it looks to me. They're playing scared, and we are relying on that moment. I mean, Lindelof, for me, for the stick that I've given him and the stick that he gets, I don't think he's had an horrendous season.
No. But could have been better if we... That for me, that's the biggest point, though. Could have been better if Bayern played, we pushed up the pitch, McTominay was out of the team, Fred...
But we don't know because he doesn't change it.
Because he doesn't change it yet. We got Baskar Zuria Kumar. I think that's how you say it. I'm not sure.
Well done, mate.
Yeah, I'm trying my best there, but you know what I mean. If United get Varane or Kunde for 50 million, 50 million, mate, you know, I don't know where you get that 50 million from, and swap Lingard and 50 million for Rice, Pogba, De Gea, or leave. Is that a good summer?
No.
Let me ask you that.
No.
Yeah, Adam. No.
Listen, if Pogba leaves, that's like 70 million. De Gea, Cavani.
No.
I think Cavani will leave on a free net. So De Gea, that's like a 20 million pound player. So let's say we're selling them for 90 million pound, and we're buying 100 million pound worth of replacements, kind of thing. Like,
I see.
We could do better.
I see a good summer for me. A good summer for me would be, I think this is a realistic one. Everyone knows I want Ndidi. We're not going to get him. Not a chance. Yeah. So what's available there now?
Been touted, apparently. Decora's been touted.
It was in that
Rice, for me, we're talking we need a number 9. Or do we? Do we just need to solidify and balance the squad out? So for me, I think priority, well, we can. Lingard in a deal for Declan Rice, maybe an extra 30 million with Lingard. Try and do a deal. Then you've got a bit of room to play with.
The thing is, let me stop you there. If Man United start asking for more for Lingard, then it puts off West Ham and say, West Ham are like, you know what? Sod yous lot. I'm going to give it to Chelsea because they're not messing us around.
The only hope that I have got, it is a problem. The only hope I have got is that West Ham have got a crazy as board as what we have, and they do spend stupid money. So I've got hope. For me, then, who else is realistic? You'd probably say Sancho. Does that then push Greenwood into the number 9 position with Sancho? Declan Rice next to Pogba. Balance, link-up play from defence, transition to attack becomes a lot more solid. Then we're talking slightly different ballgame for me. That's my realistic hope. I don't expect any of it to happen. I'm not going to lie. But looking at it, business-wise, sensible, I think that works. I think there's 2 positions there. Bring Greenwood in as an option for 9. Forget playing him on the right. You've got Ahmed to help cover Sancho when we need. If it is going to be under Ole and it is going to be a strict position formation, then that balances everything for me there. Pogba with a good CDM next to him is Pogba for France. That's what that is.
Absolutely.
So defense is a lot better as well when you have a proper holding midfielder protecting them.
Exactly.
Wow. Absolutely. So Julio, the Jamaican, he says Ollie would work if you got a tactical number 2 because everyone would agree this man management is decent. I think again, Wally though, if you've got your best mates, would you tell your best mates? See you later. I don't think Ollie would do that, and that's the problem. When Mourinho lost Rui Faria, it kind of went downhill after that, didn't it? You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. Let's get this squad 11, guys. We're going to do the squad 11. Shall we do a combined 11 first? Or do you want to do that? Or,
Yeah, I think combined 11 is good for the Tottenham game. Might as well.
Okay, combined 11 then. Before we do our team, what do you want to do? Combined 11. In net, who do you want to put in there? I'm putting David De Gea in there. I don't know about you guys.
I'm putting Henderson in there.
I'm going to get outnumbered, man. Yeah, I'm going to get outnumbered. You know what I mean? I do it. Get the likes up, people. Got nearly 500 people watching.
Because the
Get
thing
the
is,
likes
we know
up.
David De Gea is not going to play tomorrow either, or on Sunday.
Yeah. Okay, right back. You have to put Wan-Bissaka in there. They've had nobody in there. You know what I mean? They've been absolutely terrible. Centre backs. I think we could get centre backs, because they've been terrible. Their centre backs are rubbish.
Mate, let me tell you what the boys said on it's Tottenham TV. They struggled to squeeze Alderweireld in there. I let them off with Alderweireld and Maguire, but they said realistically, just because it was a Tottenham channel, I think they knew heart on heart. They were saying Lindelof and Maguire and Shaw at the left.
Yeah, of course.
So,
yeah, Shaw on the left. I'm
you
going
see
with
the whole back four.
five.
The whole back four
Maguire
and keeper,
Toby, but Toby's not been playing though. And I've been watching him. They beat Roden, and then they played Sanchez.
I know Roden hasn't played a lot yet, but he's not just a random stat. He's won 88% of his ground duels. Joe Roden. So he's still a young kid, isn't it? But those numbers, I know.
We were about to sign him, by the way. You know what I mean?
I know
it's
it's
crazy.
a small sample size, but that's very impressive.
Toby, Lindelof. I think we're gonna go with Maguire, Lindelof, Shaw on the left.
Full back line for United.
Right, let's go midfield. It's an interesting one because I feel like they might get a few in there.
It depends, doesn't it, mate? Really, I mean, if you're playing a 4-2-3-1, then I think Højbjerg being the disciplined one next to Pogba.
Yep, I would go with that one. I would go with.
You've got
Ndombele.
Ndombele. I love Ndombele. I like him.
I said that. Do you know what? When I did it with them, I said if we're going gun ho, you play Ndombele and Pogba with Bruno in front of him. But then you've not got much cover for a very slow defence. Yeah. So you're either going to score more goals than the opposition, or you try and balance it out with Højbjerg in there.
There's a lot.
Depends which way you want to do it.
Imagine a Pogba and Ndombele double pivot. Do they have the defensive discipline for that? I know they played that for France, one of the games, but I still don't think they had the defensive discipline for that.
There's not there. I don't think the discipline for that. That's why Ndombele.
What about Pogba in the? Yeah, we'd have to do that one just for balance. Paul Pogba, Ndombele, a lot of Paul Pogba, Ndombele, Bruno's. Højbjerg, yes, even it up now. Højbjerg, yeah. Okay, we'll do Højbjerg, Paul Pogba, Bruno up front.
Do you want to know what mine was? What we agreed on. It was we pushed Rashford to the right, Son on the left with Kane in the middle. That
simple.
Wow. Simple, yeah. Everyone's going to say that, aren't they?
That's scary as shit, by the way. That front line.
Who cares about balancing Ndombele in? That's true. Ndombele over Bruno, yeah. A lot of them in here.
Nah, I wouldn't do Ndombele over Bruno this season.
Yeah, I think everyone's going to pick Son, Kane, Rashford. So yeah, that's your team, guys. Let's get our team for the game against Manchester United, guys. And make sure you help us out in the comments below. What formation you want to go with, guys?
We know it's going to be a 4-2-3-1.
4-2-3-1.
Can you see that, by the way? Can you see that, yeah? Yeah, okay then. Who's going in net? I'm getting De Gea in there, you guys?
Mate. Henderson's going in.
Yeah. Okay, then that's fine. Henderson in there. Henderson goalkeeper. Okay, guys. Yeah, man, this website, I love it, man. You know what I mean? Shout out to Squad Collector, you know what I mean? They're not paying me, by the way, but I like their website, man. So if you guys have, you know what I mean, links to them, man, you know what I mean? It's just decent, man. You know what I mean? There you go, listen. Right back, we're going Wan-Bissaka, guys.
Yep. Just put the United back line in there that we know. Simple.
Yeah, because obviously Bailly's got COVID. Lindelof, Maguire, Shaw. This is where it gets interesting now. This two here, what do you go for? This is what we want. I don't think what Ollie wants. It's what we want. Because at the end of the day, you know, what Ollie wants, mate, you know what I mean? We could be here all night, mate. You know what I mean?
Because you see the 6-1 game, our midfield just got bypassed when you had Pogba and Matic. So you probably do need to have some ability in there. So I'll probably edge towards Pogba and Fred.
Pogba and Fred. That's, for me, the most likely to. I think that will happen.
I think McTominay is the most likely.
I think we'll get McFred and Pogba's going to go out to the left.
I think Pogba's going to get dropped, you know. because he's got a game on Thursday.
Yeah, but that Thursday game, we're basically through at that point as well.
Yeah, but no, but we're picking what we want though. So what would you want? You know, I think Ollie, Papa and Fred. Yeah, Adam, you happy with that?
Yeah. McTominay didn't really cover himself in much glory last night.
For me, that chapter's close now, mate. I don't think he's good enough, mate. I really don't. You know what I mean? Especially
you might get blocked for saying that.
I don't rate Fred either. I'll be honest. I really don't rate him. I don't rate any of them.
Fred is doing a lot for me as a first teamer, as a squad player. For me, it'd be brilliant. You know, someone that could come in key games. And
thing is, we've got too many of them, haven't we? We need first team
again. The squad's too. You know what I mean? For me, the squad is like saturated, and that's a problem.
Too nice. Yeah,
it's too nice. That's a problem. What can we do? You know,
and the only reason I say Fred over McTominay for this game as well, Tango and the belly, the last time he literally walked past that midfield. I think he completes over like 2.5 dribbles per game, innit?
Yeah.
So
you probably need Fred. Fred's more mobile than McTominay, innit? So Fred has to play.
Yeah. All right, then. That's cool. Right, what are we doing here? What do we want?
That's going to be Rashford on the left.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm playing Rashford on the left because that's the best for him. Obviously, Bruno in the middle there next to him.
Yeah. No Donny again. Yeah. Just they play every game. But it's what it is, isn't it? We've run on the script now. On the right-hand side, this is the problem here. Dan James, or do we just go and play Greenwood back in his normal position?
The thing is,
talking about aggressive, that's the problem. Sam's an aggressive centre-back,
On the left, they have Sergio Reguilon in it, so I can see Ollie's thinking if he plays Dan James, just to track his runs when he goes forward. So I think Ollie will go with Dan James, but I don't know if I would.
What do you will go to? What we want? You know what I mean?
Because the thing is, I don't want to see Cavani up front either.
He did. Yeah, he played in the 6-1 in Dombele, one of the best players on the pitch.
He did play. He had Sissoko and Højbjerg in the midfield with him.
Okay, we're going to write Dan James then.
Do you know what? I'm going to go with Ahmed on the right-hand side.
Yeah, you know what? I'm feeling a bit Ahmed. What are you feeling?
I'm just thinking, can he do any worse than Dan James? I don't think he can.
No, let's go with Ahmed, man.
The only reason I worry about Ahmed Diallo is kind of like, we know defensively it has to be disciplined when he faces Sergio Reguilon down that side.
Yeah, but I know, but what, you know what I mean? I remember last week, Jacob Murphy was badding up bloody Reguilon on the right side. So why can't Diallo do it?
No, I'm talking about
Diallo's better than Jacob Murphy.
Defensively, when Sergio Reguilon pushes forward, I don't trust Diallo to track his runs fully. Because he's still a young kid at the end of the day. You need.
Then right there, we're obviously thinking defensive straight away. Then maybe we've got Diallo. It stops Reguilon going forward.
There you go. Yeah. Why not us think about him?
If we think on the front foot, then it stops Reguilon in his tracks. And then if they change it, then we can adapt. But it's like we're giving in to the fact that we need to cover at the back.
We're also playing an attacking midfield with Pogba, Fred, and Bruno as well.
Yeah.
I don't see Fred in any shape and form as an attacker, but I see what he's
he's not like a defensive midfielder, is he? He's more of a box-to-box kind of thing. That's where he's best played to tractor kind of thing.
And what we're going for here, up front, Greenwood or Cavani?
Greenwood.
Problem is, I know. You know what it is, just because Cavani's head's not there, man. I just don't think he'd do any better than Greenwood. Greenwood is just homegrown, isn't it? So
this is what you mean. It's no disrespect to Cavani saying that Greenwood's better. It's just we know Cavani isn't there mentally. I don't think at the moment. I think his head's in the summer. This
is a tough one as well because with the Cavani thing, like with Greenwood up top, Spurs are still a physical side. We know Jose Mourinho's side, isn't it? And Mason, he still hasn't fully developed in terms of his physicality.
All right, Gareth, chill out. You know what I mean? What am I supposed to do, Gareth? I'm just working with what I've got. What would be your team then? Like, come on, mate. Fred attacking. No, Fred is on a double pivot, mate.
No, but Fred's more of a box-to-box kind of thing. He's not like defensive midfielder, is he?
Yeah.
He's not a number 10 either.
Mate, this is what I remember. Remember when I said this when we was on the United Stand and I did that show back in the last season, the player ratings, and I said I worry for Fred because no one knows what he is. He's got he can't nail down a position because he doesn't offer anything in any position. You say
Yeah.
number 8, he looks right, but he doesn't offer anything going forward. Assists, goals, non-existent.
And then I've got Cavani up front. The more I think of it.
Yeah, I'm going green.
And I hate Cavani.
It's not FIFA tactics, man. I'm just putting out a teammate. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just trying to do something because end of the day, right? The problem is, like, Dan James, would he do any better than Diallo? Would Greenwood, Cavani do any better than Greenwood? It's crazy how we're thinking like this. You know, it's crazy. Man United are not picking the better players than what we've actually already got.
You know if none of our players have fulfilled their potential, we don't know how they are at their best, kind of thing. Like, we don't know how Diallo's.
You know how bad it is at Man United, yeah? In December, we'll say, oh, you know what I mean, Dan James should be our right-hand side now. And then by end of January, we've had enough of him. We could say Fred is brilliant, you know what I mean? And by the end of March, we say he's not good enough. Then we could say this about Greenwood and be like, you know, could be a bit like, it's crazy like, what Man United are doing to us. We're just doubting every single player month to month. Because the lack of system and the lack of style of play makes you think like that. We're so concentrated on the players that we don't think, right, what's going on here? Are these guys actually that bad? Or is the system making them look this bad? I don't know at this point. I don't know. At least with Mourinho, I knew Fellaini was shit. You know what I mean? I knew certain players, Mkhitaryan wasn't good enough. You knew certain players were just not good enough. This one, I'm like, are they good enough?
This team doesn't really accommodate to a lot of players. Like, we're not going to see the best of Mason Greenwood under Ole. We're not going to see the best of Diallo. We're not going to see the best of Pogba.
We've done a complete 180 out. We've convinced ourselves we got a team and then convinced ourselves they're not going to play well.
I don't know, man.
Oh, God.
Change the system to 4-3-3. Doesn't matter, though. Doesn't matter, Jazz. Doesn't matter.
As bad as Martial's been this season, we need Martial up top.
Same old, man.
Let's just flip a coin. Let's flip a coin and let's hope for the best.
Yeah, man. Stop, man. What's your prediction for the game, man? I don't know.
Oh, we're not talking about predictions either, or prediction tables, by the way.
So what is the actual prediction table?
So you guys nailed it last week, didn't you?
Last week, you both got 2-1. So I'm on 8 points, Saeed's on 7, and Adam's on 4.
Jeez, Adam, you're slacking it there, mate. What's going on?
Oh, God.
See, for this Tottenham game, is it interesting? Is what interesting one, because I don't know how Tottenham are going to set up. Recently, they've been starting up with a 4-4-2 with Vinicius and Kane.
What's your prediction, people? Let us know. Marina got caught here. Special to play Man United former club. Yes, of course, special. But not because I work there, because it's a great club. All right, fair play. He's not coming out with the quotes anymore. You know, them big little digs and that. I think he does respect Man United, though. In all honesty, you know what I mean? He does.
He respects Ferguson.
Yeah.
I think, I'll be honest here, I still think Jose liked his club. You remember that game against Tottenham when he lost 3-0? Jose still came over to the fans and clapped. Like, I know that was kind of like an ego thing.
I remember that day, man. That was a dark day, mate. Bloody hell.
Because let's be honest, most Manchester fans still back Jose for me.
Yeah, I respected what he did, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? But it was just a toxicity for me that I remember them days where he just used to come out press conferences and just like, you know, I was already pissed off. And then when I get home and I see the press conference, you know what I mean? I was like, Mourinho, man, come on, man. You know what I mean? Like,
the worst one was the Sevilla game.
Yeah, Sevilla one about heritage. Oh, man. I remember that day as well. I was in the FA Cup as well. And it was like, oh, man, it was just awful.
There's certain games where did it. For me, this one, I'm going to have to stick with my original prediction. It's going to be far out there. I just feel like there's an element of Spurs that have to go for it. I'm going 2-2.
2-2.
Yeah.
Can anyone predict what I'm going to go for?
0-0.
0-0. You called it, man. Top 6 game.
What did Statman go for? What did you go for then, Statman?
1-0 United. Yeah.
Oh, so we got 3 different results.
Yeah.
This is a more important game for Tottenham for me because, like,
absolutely.
And you see, Tottenham, they're only 3 points off West Ham right now. We're in 4th, so they need to win this game.
Yeah, I think we're second. I think we're top second is secure. I think Leicester. I don't think they'll trouble. But then again,
Leicester against West Ham this weekend, playing each other, mate. All these teams around us are just going to keep taking points. So I think we're safe.
We're good. Yeah, we're safe, man. We're safe. You know what I mean? But
I think who should be getting top 4 right now? Liverpool. Liverpool's fixtures from now until the end of the season are very, very.
And they got us at home. They got us at home. Also, we got them at home.
I said. What did I say? I said it about 2 months ago. I said If we finish above Liverpool, we're in the Champions League next season. Simple as.
Look at these
Simple
little
as
fixtures here. Aston Villa, Leeds, Newcastle, United, Southampton, West Brom, Burnley, Crystal Palace. They should be winning most of those games.
They should be, but will they? That's the problem. They got
That's
Burnley on
another
the weekend first. I think that's going to be a tricky game, man. But guys, man, that's been a pleasure, guys. That's been your preview for the game against Tottenham. I will be doing another preview tomorrow at 10 p.m., I reckon, with Tapping Tobes and Fuad. So make sure you go check that out. Adam, let the people know where we can find you. It's on the title of the hyperlink. So if you want to check out Adam's channel, subscribe to his channel, literally click on the hyperlink and you are there.
Yeah, Adam Matic TV, YouTube, Adam Matic 31 on Instagram, and Adam Matic on Twitter. Just Adam Matic. I'll pop up everywhere.
Yeah, man. Big up to Adam for coming on as usual. And Statman Baines on Insta, all platforms as well.
Insta, Twitter, Statman Baines.
Come on, man. Big up to everybody. But yeah, man, like I said to you, I will be back tomorrow, 10 p.m. with Tapping Tobes and Fuad. I think we're going to do Combine 11, but we're going to, you know what I mean, obviously talk about it in depth and whatnot. But make sure you go check that out straight after the El Clasico. And yeah, man, we'll be back Sunday. Oh, yeah, by the way, Sunday, I'll be doing my first watch-along. So on Sunday, make sure you're there for the watch-along. Yeah, man. Come on, man. We're there. First watch-along on the channel. Rance is not going to be there, so we're going to have to do the watch-along on myself, unless Statman is about, but you know what I mean? We'll see.
Yeah, I'll come on if you want.
Yeah, say no more then. Say no more. So we'll do that, me and Statman. Adam, you're going to be doing the watch-along on your channel. Make sure you go check his out as well. So yeah, man, you know what I mean? It's going to be action-packed, but guys, like the video, subscribe to Saeed TV, and we're out, people.